Corey Duhame has worked at Save on Foods for the past decade.
I collect the buggies, the baskets. Well, I would normally empty the bottles, but with COVID, I ain't taking the chance.
Duhame has autism. Before the pandemic, he was working 3 shifts a week, but that changed.
They were asked to work full-time because the stores really needed them.
Many people with disabilities were all of a sudden working up to 40 hours a week. But as the pandemic proceeded and the demand for full-time work continued, people found they were at risk of losing their income assistance. A single person on disability assistance receives just under $1,200 a month, and they can supplement that income with work. But if they earn more than $12,000 a year, that income assistance is then clawed back dollar for dollar.
The government has financially penalized people with disabilities for putting their health on the line to help keep us fed.
Corey cut back on his hours, but that's not the case for all people with disabilities working essential retail jobs, like Ashley Addy, who also has autism and works at Thrifty Foods.
I love the sense of purpose it's given me and all the people I've met, and I never saw myself working in retail before, but I love it.
She hit her yearly earnings limit in October. Since then, she's continued to work, essentially for free.
If PWDers wish to work to whatever capacity that they're able to work, then they should be allowed to without that fear.
When the Canadian Emergency Response Benefit was announced, the federal government set a benchmark of $2,000, a monthly number deemed essential for a person to survive. Advocates say it was a slap in the face to the disability community, who earn around $800 less.
It really demonstrated something that we inherently know, that disabled lives are valued less in our society.
Now, many are calling for an overhaul of the assistance program. For its part, the province announced in its 2020 budget an expansion to the work exemption from $12,000 a year to $15,000, an amount the Duhames say is still too low.
We're keeping people in poverty, and we're not empowering, we're not giving them the tools to get ahead.
The BC Liberal social development critic says it's something he'll push government to look at. When asked by CBC News, the province said it intends to introduce historic disability legislation in the spring, a season that's still far away for those who need help now. Joel Ballard, CBC News, Delta.